I wonder if an adept will show up.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
I wonder if an adeptus will show up. I wonder if an adeptus will show up.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
I wonder...
That strange feeling is back. It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's... this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay?
No,
Sure. The digging marks here appear amateur. And a thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors.
Judging by the tools they... But why did they abandon this place without even stopping?
I remember now. But she said that the method would cause me...
Easy, Jialiang.
Shower me with praise! Smile! Hard-hitting exclusive!
Gather!
The doctor will see you. Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster repelling...
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave. No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what After them, Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity...
That's right. This sensor. This is where...
Jialiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Aha! We can keep going now!
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Solidify! Stabilize!
Time to shine!
Remember, health comes first. A bit of...
Hold that pose!
Order guide you! Solidify!
Jiangli!
Look out! There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Hard hitting it?
I will have order.
Go as one!
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it?
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as if we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's just... It's not as simple as that. The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If the source is purged, and the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping us... Oh no.
Indeed. If the god remains...
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off, Baizhu. You're a great doctor.
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiang Li...
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight.
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But
Dr. Baizhu, I'm old. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiang Li have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these... I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see IU grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiang Li back...
Jialiang?
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life. Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together. Just a moment. That's all.
of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Jialiang.
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for...
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. What a crazy situation. Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And now, Jialiang has to sacrifice himself.
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to leave. So... I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll...
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad. Don't fret, Ayu. I will get...
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live... Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Jialiang! 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 Jialiang!
Dad! Are you awake?
Jiangli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way?
Dr. Baizhu?
Dai? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I am as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Hu finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingsa village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted was to help Jia Liang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally gone?
All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably... At times like...
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Zhongli and Ayu around the dinner table.
Yay! Paimon killed! Alright, first things first.
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so...
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? But... Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu.
A bitter pill to swallow.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at...
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe... But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's... Not just that. Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Huh. Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't... The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old. And I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then you tried the poison on yourself, too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the...
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that, some of them, I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of...
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by not... Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Jiang Li's master, has passed away at a young age. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It is a very long story.
Ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, Even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest, they are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, baizhu, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiangli grieved over Jialiang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
Huh? But didn't you
What makes a poison, poison? And what makes a disease, a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Chengsheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it? Precisely. I will be Chengsheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, baizhu.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you...
We also have coconut milk for Changsheng and Paimon.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten. I do envy Paimon sometimes.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
echoing song! Wind, hear me!
Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt! As one with wind and cloud, Wind Strider. Who's next? Amateur mistake. Time to go. Wind strike.
I swear by my sword! Strike a pose! The show begins! Time to shine!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Wind, hear me!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Shower me with... Let my name echoing song!
As one with wind and cloud.
Shower me with...
Wind strike.
I swear by my sword!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Who's our target this time? Things are about to get dicey.
Time to shine! Fire hazard! Shower me with praise! Barbados, guide us.
Quietly now.
Gotcha. I'm fine. Go as planned. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
This is great. I feel so relaxed all over. I could almost float away.
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
Need to end a few enemies?
I won't hold you back! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Tidal wave!
My companions need me.
No time to look.
Let the world come alive! I'm going in! Wind, hear me!
Shouldn't let your guard down. Bring it on.
My name echoing song! Everybody stand!
Barbados, guide us.
You're mine! Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt!
Let's light it up!
The show begins!
Let's light it up!
May I present? Time to shine! I swear by my sword! Teamwork is strength!
Amateur mistake. Shouldn't let your guard down.
the eye sweeps the lands.
Bring it on.
May I present?
Strike dead.
Amateur mistake.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Tidal wave. Yeah. Who's next?
Oh, real. Barely a scratch.
Lightning, obey me. Thunder. This body is eternal. Inferior. Perish.
May I present?
Purge all obstacles.
How dare you!
Witness the final calamity.
This is trouble!
Ruin follows my blade. Perish.
The show begins!
Eternity is in my hands. Inferior. Purge all obstacles. Perish. Inferior.
Don't look at me like this.
Lightning, obey me! Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Quietly now.
Barbados, guide us. Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Embrace your searing reckoning! Must burn! I never asked for redemption. Never.